Very strong indeed. I mean, you know the meme, Kazuya Mishima, simple as that.
Yes.
You just say the name's of man, and just the man's name rather, and it strikes fear into the hearts of all. As we are going to get into it here, I am very excited. I was really, getting warmed up in pool number 1. Pool side A was really tight. We had a lot of dope matchups coming in. Now we are gearing up here for the first matchup. In Pool B, it's Battle for the South.
Why don't I'm telling you, I'm legit thinking Pokemon Trainer all day, and I'm thinking to myself, why haven't I seen a lot of Pokemon Trainer?
Yeah.
And of course, I don't get to say it before we finally get our Pokemon Trainer. Not to mention they're going 1v1 up against our boy Roy.
Our boy Roy. Roy is boy.
So quickly, I just started commentating, and I'm already represented up there with Roy, so sorry to say that.
He's the boy, though. Like, I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup here. You got Alex versus... How do you say that? Ooh, Untamed?
Untamed, bro.
Untamed?
No,
Untamed.
Is that it?
I prefer Untamed, but no, you're right. It's Untamed, absolutely.
Got you.
What about Untamed? Untamed?
Oh, my goodness.
Got a perfect stock that already came out. We were talking too much, and we didn't even see the 100-0.
Bro,
yeah.
He's done. Immediately cooked in. Okay, let's see what Alex can do. Going to opt for the Ivysaur in here. I think that fares a little bit better. Keep up with Roy's pace that he wants to do as he jumps in. Nice down air. Switching back to the Charizard is going to be Untamed.
Wow.
Ooh, my goodness. Absolutely gets through the shield on that one. Nice headbutt going for offstage option here.
What's the ledge trap? Oh, just trying to predict the neutral get up.
Yeah.
All right, now let me ask you something real quick, because we know what the Pokemon Trainer off of that nice stock going up against your boy Roy. You got to keep in mind, Squirtle is the speedster, Ivysaur is the zoner, and then Charizard is the big
muscle,
heavy.
yes.
So what is the best counter for going up against your boy Roy? Which of these 3 starter Pokemon are we going with?
Go ahead. Sorry about that.
I mean, honestly, it's very much, like I said, I really like that Alex is sticking with the Ivysaur, because I do feel like that does fare better at these earlier to mid percents. The Squirtle, he's speedy. Yeah, he has a lot of good buttons early on, but Roy will just outpower him every single time. But yeah, Kevin, your point.
Yeah, piggybacking off of that, I have a little bit of experience on both these characters, and I can tell you that Squirtle is definitely tough to deal with if you're playing it the right type of footsies against Roy. You want to be able to get in, get a little bit of combo damage down, and then switch to Ivysaur while you're still at low percents. If you get at high percents earlier, you're going to be in a tough spot if you have to switch to Ivysaur and you don't have any damage down on Roy.
Ooh, I love the change of trajectory there by Alex with the Charizard going in. That jumping neutral attack not going to land. Good shield dodges out of the grab here.
What a spot dodge.
Good job by Untamed here. Oh, no.
You just got to keep blazering until you get up.
Yep. Shout out UAB Home Blazers. Haha, that's my boys. But Alex has a big hill to climb. Untamed still on his first stock here. 163 on the percentage.
Double edge chance not going to kill yet. What's the ledge trap? There's the roll, and we're looking for Jer.
Dead. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself it was like too little, too late, at least in game number 1. But they started to kind of pick up on what they needed to do at the end. They started finding their rhythm, especially when you take into consideration that Roy's recovery is kind of doo-doo.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got Ivysaur and you got Charizard who have great recoveries.
Very great.
And the whole thing about PT is that if you aren't careful, you can really confuse yourself trying to look for what the best option is as opposed to what a good option is. You have 3 characters, all with different moves at their disposal, but you're never going to use Withdraw on Squirtle.
You're not.
You're never, well, I should say almost never going to use Bullet Seed on Ivysaur, except in very specific outer shield scenarios. And then you're not going to use, well, I shouldn't say that. Flare Blitz is definitely going to come out.
Flare Blitz, okay, yeah, 100%. If you're Charizard, you're Flare Blitzing on somebody at some point. But yeah, definitely want to see Alex be a bit more aggressive in those mid points. Is actually Alex is going to switch to the Puff.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yo, hang on. Does your Puff even jiggle, bro?
Bro, the Puffs be jiggly around here. Good sir.
I'm just saying, if your Puff doesn't jiggle, then you're not doing it right. Meanwhile,
okay, we went to small battlefield.
Yeah.
Small battlefield.
This is gonna be a Roy field days. He's already jumping in with the fairs.
I can't say that I agree with this swap. I think that Roy just generally controls the aerial better. Even if you're not going for sweet spots, you should be trying to zone with sour spots.
Right. Yeah, like Roy is going to have such a fun time on this one. Small battlefield, less room for you to run away. Puff's not going to be able to get in near as much as we want, but those floaty pounds going to pay off.
Now, you see, this is actually a point we were making earlier when we were talking about, like, Little Mac coming into the 1v1s, is that Little Mac, much like Roy, they love the floaty characters. But
the trade back!
The perfect rest.
My word.
Y'all got Capshook over here.
Yo, this is, for real, though, but this is like the battle of the floaties right now. You got Jigglypuff and then your boy Roy.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Oh, shield. Watch that shield.
Yep. Got to watch out of that as Alex already at 58% now for the few slashes. Let's see what Untamed can get done.
Trying to create that wall, but, you know, Untamed is just not buying into it. Keeping his distance.
Okay, okay.
Good punish.
Very good job on that for Blade Dance here. It's just, everything's coming out so much quicker for Untamed on this Roy, and it just has more solid options, and it's just 1-2 done. A little bit of a tipper there. Pay off dividends.
One thing I'm waiting for still, I'm sorry, but one thing I'm waiting for still is the Lullaby Edge Guard. I have yet to see it yet used against Roy.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get off any sort of rest edges at all against Roy because he can just have such a higher jump, higher floats on his recoveries, and honestly, if you wanted to just straight up up B, raw up B to get back to stage, it's going to clip and it's going to hit.
Absolutely. And I don't think there's any situation where you should be that close on the edge as Roy. Oh, there's a punish.
He's dead. He should. Oh, wow. Okay.
He didn't get the full hop.
Interesting. Going for a safer option here by Untamed, not going for a full committal. Good dash behind.
No! The timing!
In what realm is that supposed to happen?
This one right here. This is the realm where that happens.
Oh my God.
As a matter of fact, like, look at this. Now you and Jigglypuff is already squishy, okay?
Yeah.
So they're already in the danger, and you're going up against Roy. It's really not looking good, so you really have to go all out, and you have got to try your best, and that's what we saw in that last stock.
We can't count Alex out yet. He's got rage, and Roy is just at that percentage where, and that gravity where you can get these combos into rest.
Yes. Rest combo is definitely on the menu here. Gotta watch where you land, though, as Untamed will claim it with that 2-0. Very close.
He's feeling
He's feeling looking a little shaky there. Just a little shaky there after that one.
You know what? I got to tell you, like I was vibing with y'all when y'all was saying, "Hey, it's not over yet," but you know, I'm sorry when you're going up against Roy, it is over. When it's Roy, you got to keep in mind, oh, he's on 8%. The thing about Roy is that not only is he a sortie, not only is he speedy, but he's also some of the beefiest sorties that we have seen. They can literally take up to 150 before getting hit into the blast zone.
Yeah, he definitely, Roy can take some hits, especially in this Puff matchup, but like... Hey, we talked about it, right? He had the rage. A Puff with rage is one of the most dangerous things you can go up against. It's just a simple fact, right?
And I don't want to count out, you know, what we saw from Alex because ultimately Untamed decided, I have the stock advantage, I've got the percentage advantage. Yep. I'm not going to play aggressive. I'm not going to go off stage. I'm not going to go for anything too risky. I'm going to wait until they start mashing, and then I'm going to go for a kill option. And that's what we saw.
Yep.
And you know what? I think that's the reason why we agree that the switch was kind of unexpected, just because the Pokemon